Today, I'm going to be playing out the 2024 season for the Detroit Lions, but after every touchdown that Amon-Ra St. scores, we get to steal a player from the team he scored on. And the Lions are already a top 3 team in the NFL, so these guys really don't need a whole lot of help right now, but with that being said, you can always get better, man. So if St. Brown can go off today by the end of the video, this team should be basically unstoppable. But I mean, as I said, the Lions are clearly in a very good spot right now. I mean, this offense is absolutely loaded. And on the other hand, I mean, injuries have been a massive issue for this defense, but when they're healthy, they might be the best defense in the NFL. So I mean, to start things off, we are obviously already one of the Super Bowl favorites. So I'm definitely excited to see what we can do by the end of the video. But to start things off, it looks like we're going to be taking on the LA Rams in week 1. And the Rams are a team that usually give the Lions a pretty good fight. I mean, the last 2 times that these two played each other, it came right down to the wire, and I'm really not expecting it to be any different in this game. So we got to make sure that we put some points on the board early here. I'm gonna try and go for a bit of a shot. I mean, if Laporta can get open off of this route, I'm just gonna play it safe. Actually, we'll go for Williams, who's got it. I wasn't sure if he actually came down with that, but apparently he did hold on, so that is gonna be a first down. I'm gonna keep it on the ground again with Gibbs, though. We do gotta make sure that we use this duo to our advantage, because Gibbs and Montgomery are absolutely insane. I could easily bring this back, but we're gonna go out at the 1. I mean, I kind of feel bad for not giving Gibbs the easy touchdown, because he did all of the work there, but if we want to add players, we gotta get St. Brown in the end zone, and it looks like it's gonna work out. So that's gonna be Amon-Ra St. Brown's first touchdown of the video, which is also gonna give us the lead first. We're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter, though, and I was honestly expecting a big fight over the Rams, but so far it looks like we're in firm control. I mean, we already have the ball back in scoring position, so if we can score again here, that's gonna make it a 3-score lead for the Lions, which would be great right now. I'm just gonna try and keep it simple and go for St. Brown here, unless we get Laporta or somebody open, but I'll go for St. Brown. We're still short of the first down, though, but we only need 3 yards. I'm just gonna keep it on the ground with Gibbs again, though, and it looks like he is barely gonna pick up. Never mind, we're short. I thought he had the first down there, but apparently not. I probably should have brought Montgomery in for this, but I'm just gonna hand it off to Gibbs again, and this time it looks like he does have the first down. I'm gonna try and end it off right here, though, man. I mean, if St. Brown can do his thing, this should go for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And it looks like he's gonna get away. So that's 2 TDs on the game now for Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that touchdown right there should realistically put this thing away. I mean, at this point, it's kind of a blowout. LA did almost pull off a crazy comeback, though, because they did make it a 1-score game. But that last touchdown was obviously very important, because that's basically the reason why we're gonna win this thing. And since St. Brown finished that game with 2 touchdowns, we got to steal 2 players from the LA Rams. And you already know we had to go ahead and take Puka Nacua, who should be a massive threat, and we also got Kevin Dotson for the O-line. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 6, because I didn't really want any players from the other teams that we played up to this point. But as you can see, it looks like the Lions have been on fire. I mean, we're 4-0 right now, so nobody's been able to beat this team. And in week 6, we're going to be taking on the Cowboys, who are 4-1. So I mean, if we can score some more touchdowns in this game, I think we're going to be pretty unstoppable on the defensive side of things, because you already know if we do end up scoring with St. Brown, we gotta take Micah Parsons, and he would obviously be a massive help for this team. So that is the goal for this one, and obviously we also want to sneak out with the win. The Cowboys did end up scoring first, so we are down 7-0, and that is apparently going to bring up a 3rd down, so we kind of need somebody to get open here. I'm probably just going to try and go back for Puka, who is going to have the first down for us. I mean, I feel like Puka and St. Brown as a duo are going to be nasty, man. I mean, the fact that we have JMO as our 3rd string should pretty much tell you how good this offense is. That's going to be a massive play. I honestly might be able to score like an early touchdown here, man. I mean, even if it's not St. Brown, if Puka can get open off of this route, I honestly might just end up going for it, because that would be We're going for it too. He's going to be wide open. I didn't know if that was actually going to work, but we'll take it. So it looks like Nacua is going to score his first touchdown as a Lion, which is going to tie this game up at 7. I mean, I could have easily gone out at the 1-yard line there, but I'm going to be honest with you, bro. This defense kind of scares me. I mean, if we have a chance to not throw the ball at Trayvon Diggs, that's what we're going to do. I mean, Trayvon was way behind Nacua there, so that's why I just went for the easy touchdown. And it looks like Gibbs has some separation. But anyways, I mean, we did obviously stop the Cowboys after that, so we're still all tied up at 7. And if we can score here, that will give us the lead. That was a bit behind him. If that throw was a little bit more on target, that definitely would have gone for a touchdown. But I'm hoping 8 yards won't be an issue. Again, though, I am terrified of throwing the ball at Diggs because it seems like every time I do that, it gets picked off. But it looks like we are going to have St. Brown in for the score. So that is going to be his first touchdown of the game against the Cowboys, which is going to give us a 7-point lead. We're coming back out here in the third quarter, though, and it is 3rd and 1. So before I say anything, I got to make sure that we pick up the first. And it looks like we are barely gonna get it. But anyways, I mean, we're up 21-7 right now. So if we can score another touchdown here, we are gonna make it a 3-score game. I've been pretty impressed with how our defense is playing today, man. I mean, we're absolutely cooking them. I mean, we haven't really done a whole lot with Montgomery yet, but that was one hell of a pickup there. So I'm gonna hand it back to him, and he almost got away again. I mean, we're still gonna be like 4 yards away from the first down, but I'm gonna try something here, man. I mean, Diggs is probably gonna shut this down, so I'll probably have to end up going for right. And that's what we're gonna do. I mean, I'm not even gonna put up a 50-50 ball against this guy because I know from experience that he will intercept it. But I'm gonna try and go for Nakua here unless we can get St. Brown going, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get away off of this route. So we'll just go for Puka, who is gonna bring it in. I mean, we had an easy touchdown there, but since we're already up by 2 scores, I feel like I can kind of afford to go for a bit of a risky play here. So I'm gonna put in the air. And it looks like we are going to have St. Brown open. Diggs was on him, so that was definitely risky, but it's going to work out for us. So that is 2 touchdowns on the game for St. Brown, which is going to give us a 3-score lead again. And Dallas was never able to recover after that. So it looks like we're going to sneak out of here with a 28-14 win, which means we remain undefeated. But once again, after that game, we got to steal 2 players from the Dallas Cowboys. And you already know we had to focus on the defense this time. So we took Micah Parsons, and we also got Trayvon Diggs. But that's going to bring us to week 7 for what should be another pretty good game. I mean, as you can see, we're going to be taking on the Minnesota Vikings, who are 2-3. So it seems like they're kind of struggling right now. And considering the Vikings offense has been on fire this year, I thought this was going to be a shootout, but so far it's been an absolute snooze fest, man. I mean, we're up 10-3 right now, which is good for us, but I'm also kind of surprised that we weren't able to get more than 10 points in the first half. But hopefully we play better in the second half. Montgomery seems to be balling right now. I mean, it seems like this defense doesn't really have an answer for him, so I'm just going to keep going for Montgomery, and that's going to be another massive gain. He almost got hit down there, but he kind of just trucked his way through. So I'm going to hand it off to him one more time, and hopefully he can pick up the first down. And it looks like he is barely going to be short. So I'm going to go for him one more time on 3rd and inches because I feel like he's got a better chance at picking this up than Gibbs, because obviously Montgomery's better at trucking, and it looks like he does have the first. I honestly don't even really want to stop running the ball, but I'm going to try and switch it up a bit and put in the air this time. We're going to have Laporta, or St. Brown, not Laporta. My brain's like off right now, but it is what it is. I'm going to try and go for Nakua here, though, and hopefully he can get some separation for us. He's going to have that, too. That's another first down that almost went for a touchdown. So 4 yards to go, and we're in for the score. I feel like we should be able to finish it off right here. Oh, that's going to be close. That should have been intercepted. I'm going to be the first one to say it. That was just an awful throw from Jared Goff. It just bounced off of that dude's chest. Now, I didn't see what defender that was, but I have no idea how he didn't come down with it. I'm happy that he didn't because now we have a second chance. But apparently we're still just short of getting the touchdown. I can't believe St. Brown didn't get in there. So we still need to find a way to get 1 yard. We should have that, though. Come on, he's going to come down with this. So that's another big touchdown from St. Brown. And that one is going to make this a 2-score lead for the Lions. And it looks like that touchdown was the last points that were scored in this game. I mean, the Vikings didn't score a single touchdown, so our defense was phenomenal today. But after that game, we got to steal 1 player from the Minnesota Vikings, and you already know who we had to take, bro. We have Justin Jefferson on the Lions now. I mean, at this point, we might have the best wide receiver room in NFL history. I mean, Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Puka Nakua, and Williams all on the same team is ridiculous. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 15 for what should be the most important game that we play all season. I mean, as you can see, we're going to be taking on the Buffalo Bills, who are 7-6, but it's Josh Allen. So this is still not going to be an easy game to win, and we're 10-3. I mean, we are not even winning the division right now. We lost to the Packers twice, which definitely sucks because I thought this team was going to be pretty dominant. dominant, but considering we have not been able to beat Green Bay, I don't know what's going to happen if we end up seeing them in the playoffs. But I'm going to go for a shot to start things off, and it looks like Jefferson's going to be there. So that is one hell of a start for him in this game. I'm going to try and go for St. Brown here, though, and hopefully he can get away. It looks like he is going to bring it in. So one more solid play, and we should be in for the touchdown. I'm just going to try and run this route here, and hopefully Jefferson gets open. He's going to come down with it. Or St. Brown, not Jefferson. I mean, that's going to be his first of the game. So that is going to tie things up, and we do get to take a player from the Bills after this. Or I guess that last touchdown gave us the lead. For some reason, I thought Josh Allen scored before that, but he did end up tying things up after that. So either way, we're all knotted at 7 right now. I feel like I kind of need to do something here because it's been pretty quiet in the second half, or I guess since the start of like the second quarter. I think Josh Allen scored a touchdown like a minute into the second quarter, and since then absolutely nothing has happened. Jefferson's gonna get there again though. I already love having this dude on this team, bro. I mean, I can just throw up a prayer and he's gonna come down with it pretty much every time. I mean, he's proving it right now, but I'm gonna try and end it off with St. Brown, who's gonna be there again, but we're 1 yard away. I'm gonna be so upset if we throw an interception or something. Actually, we might be able to get him wide open here. I gotta make sure nobody's there. We're gonna have him. We kind of had to throw that over Milano, but we placed it perfectly. So that's gonna be his second TD of the game, which is gonna give us the lead back.
A few moments later.
But even after that, it looks like we were still not able to take down Josh Allen because he's gonna come out of here with a 21-17 win. So that is another bad loss for the Lions. I mean, I don't know what's going on with this team, but it seems like we're kind of collapsing mid-season. But hopefully these new upgrades for this team will help us turn things around, because for the offense, we now have Josh Allen as our quarterback. And I mean, Jared Goff was doing just fine, don't get me wrong, but Josh Allen is the front runner for MVP, so I feel like he should be a massive improvement for the offense. And on the defensive side of things, we also got Greg Rousseau. So this is what our defense looks like to finish things off. I mean, it honestly could be better, but I feel like this is easily a top 3 defense in the NFL. And on the other hand, I mean, we by far have the best offense in the NFL right now. I mean, we got Allen, Gibbs, Jefferson, St. Brown, Nakua, and Williams all on one offense, and Laporta. That is terrifying. I mean, we are 10-4, so our record isn't as good as I wanted it to be at this point, but either way, we should easily make the playoffs. And it looks like we are going to make the playoffs with a 12-5 record, but the Packers went 14-3, so they're gonna win the division. And it looks like we're gonna be starting off against the Carolina Panthers in the wild card round. And I know upsets do happen, so we gotta be careful for that, but I feel like we should be able to handle the Panthers pretty easily. But to end things off, Amon-Ra St. Brown had a pretty crazy season. I mean, not as good as last year, I guess, but he still had 1,200 yards for a career high 15 touchdowns. And it looks like we were able to handle Carolina, and we also beat the 49ers in the divisional round, and somehow Chicago ended up upsetting the number 2 seed Packers and the 1 seed Eagles, so we play them for a trip to the Super Bowl. So it seems like the playoffs have just been an absolute zoo so far, but it looks like we are up 7 points right now, so we got to make sure that we keep this lead. I mean, I'm hoping the defense can do their job and get the ball back for us, but Caleb Williams has obviously been playing pretty well today. That's going to be a run, isn't it? We got you. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. So one more stop and we're good. We got to watch out for Williams keeping it on the ground because he does have legs on him. So if he needs to scramble, that could definitely pick this defense apart, but they're going to get the 1st down with DJ Moore either way. I'm going to try and run man coverage here and hopefully we can get a pick or something, because that's really what I'm trying to do right now, or a sack would be great. Any loss of yardage or a strip would be awesome for us, but I feel like that is a lot to ask for right now considering the way that he's been playing. I mean, Williams is definitely balling out right now. We might have something here though, man. We're not gonna get him though. That's what I'm talking about. We gotta watch out for him keeping it on the ground. I don't know what exactly is going on with our defense right now, but they are getting picked apart. Trayvon Diggs got the stop there though, so I guess that's gonna make it 3rd down. So one more stop and we'll actually take these guys off the field. I mean, I guess we'll hold them to a field goal. They'll still put points on the board. Oh my god, this is killing me right now, man. I can't stop him. I mean, every time I think that I have everybody locked up, he just keeps it on the ground and picks up the first down with his legs. So we're just getting absolutely torched by Williams right now. That is gonna bring up a third down though, so we gotta be careful here because I feel like now he's gonna be a threat to just keep it on the ground. But if we can get a stop here, that is gonna hold him to a field goal. We almost got the sack, and it looks like we might actually get lucky here because if we can get one more stop, they're not gonna be putting any points on the board because it looks like they're gonna stay on the field for fourth down, and it looks like we're finally gonna come down with the interception. Micah Parsons is gonna get it. I mean, I was waiting that whole drive for our defense to do something, and it looks like they finally did something. So now we have a chance to kind of put this thing away. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to come back from a 2-score lead because there is not a whole lot of time left on the clock. I'm going to do something a little bit risky here, but I feel like this route with Jefferson has been working all day, and he is going to be there again. That was a missile from Josh Allen, and it looks like it's going to go for the touchdown. So that's going to make it a 2-score lead for the Lions, and since there's not a lot of time left, that could send us to the Super Bowl. I mean, the Bears didn't make it easy on us because they did score again, so we're only gonna win by 7 points, but it doesn't matter because that 7-point win is gonna send this team to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off the season, it looks like MVP is gonna be going to Patrick Mahomes, and in the Super Bowl, it looks like we're gonna be taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 10-7. I mean, this is an interesting game because it's the best offense in the NFL, which is us, going up against the Steelers, who have the best defense in the NFL. But we are up 7-3 right now, so I'm glad to see that we're winning, but obviously 7 points is not very good, so we gotta make sure that we make this lead bigger. I mean, I'm happy with what our defense has done too, because they have not allowed a single touchdown yet, so obviously they are doing their job, but I feel like I kind of need to do something. We're gonna have St. Brown open. I mean, we're in the 4th quarter now, so if we can score a touchdown here to make it a 2-score lead, that's not gonna put the game away yet, but that would definitely help us out a lot. And Montgomery is gone. That's gonna be a massive pickup from him. This guy has been an absolute dog today, man. I mean, the O-line's helping out a lot too, but I feel like Montgomery has honestly been doing a lot more than Gibbs, and it looks like he might have the touchdown. That hurdle did not work. That was almost fatal for this offense, but we are gonna get the ball back somehow. I'm pretty sure it actually rolled out of bounds there because it looked like the Steelers did pick that up, but I'm not going to question it. All I care about is that we still have the ball. I'm probably just going to try and run it 3 times though, because I really don't want to risk putting it in the air here. I mean, at the very least, a field goal is going to make it a 7-point lead. I might regret this, but I'm going to put it in the air, man. I mean, I feel like we kind of need to get something to work out here, and we're going to have right wide open. So that's going to make it a 2-score lead for the Lions, and there's only like 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. So the Steelers have a tough road ahead of them, and it looks like the defense was able to hold them out. I mean, they kicked another field goal, so we're gonna win 14-6 instead of 14-3, but that's a Super Bowl dub for the Lions, man. I mean, it was a really defensive, low-scoring Super Bowl, but I wasn't really expecting a shootout. I mean, as I said, best defense versus best offense, so I knew it was probably gonna be a pretty low-scoring game just because the Steelers' defense is so good. But as you can see, we're gonna get the job done because to end things off, the Lions are gonna be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. And the running backs pretty much won that thing for us because Josh Allen only had 92 yards in that game. But that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.